welcome in, guys. This is just a little bit of a review for the League of Gentlemen. We had a successful week one as a league. Hopefully, many more to come. So I'm just going to do a little bit of a recap here now from last week. First off, we had my Zach Ertz, which was myself, up against Lucker in the Pussy, which is, as you know, my roommate Elijah. My Zach Ertz had a dominating performance, 148.24 to 119.42. We had a nice come from behind win there, with Antonio Brown having a huge game. Next up, we had Kylie's team, who scored 144 to beat Fuzzy Pickle, which is Kyle's team. They scored 128-12. It was a really close game up until Monday when Kylie's team actually did pull away. Now we also had Funky's team versus Weasel. Funky's team name, Matt's Majestic Team. It doesn't really sound majestic, it sounds kind of faggy. But Funky's team beat Weasel 115.64 to 99.14. It was actually the two lowest point totals in the league. So if these teams want any dreams of a championship, they'd better fucking step it up this week. We also had Eric's team against Eli Wipe My Butt, which is Tony's team, of course. Eric trounced them 129.2 to 121.56. That was a barely squeaked past Eli Wipe My Butt. I think if Tony would have made a couple of moves on his bench, who knows what could have happened. Going back to the first game, we had the point leader of the week, which was yours truly. I had a lot of big points from Ben Roethlisberger, who scored 24, Julio Jones, who scored 35 points, and Keenan Allen scoring 31. On the other side, Elijah's team, Lucker and the Pussy, had Johnson and Frank Gore with very disappointing performances, showing 5.9 and 5.1 points. So he'll have to figure something out for this week. We had Kylie, who had Gronk on his team, scoring 32.4 teams. But unfortunately, even though he won, he still had Carlos Hyde on the bench with 32.2 points. I'd think twice about putting him in this week. On the other hand, Kyle did have Tom Brady as his starting quarterback, scoring 32.62 points. The first round pick in the other game, the third game of the night, Funky with his first round pick, Antonio Brown, scoring the team high of 28.3 points. Caleb's notable team was not very noteworthy in this week, with Jeremy Hill scoring the highest point total of only 18 points and keeping his real point leader, Seferian Jenkins, on the bench. Got to keep those guys in mind there, guys. Eric versus Tony was a pretty close game. I think it was an 8-point difference. Eric had Matt Forte as his point leader, scoring 27.6. He also had motherfucking Jamal Charles scoring him 21 points, propelling him to a win. Tony had his highest point total was with Aaron Rodgers at 23.06, but kept his highest scoring player, Travis Kelce, on the bench, who scored 28 points. Get it together, man. All right, a little preview of what's to come this week. As you know, tonight's Thursday night. We have our kickoff starting in about an hour for the Chiefs Broncos. But our kickoff starts tonight in the League of Gentlemen with my Zach Ertz, me, versus Kylie in a battle of the only two unbeaten teams playing this week. Both 1-0, trying to stay 1-0, or 2-0, excuse me, advance to 2-0. Let's see who comes out with a victory. In the Sacco preview, possibly, we have Lucker in the Pussy with Eli's team, who is 0-1, facing another winless team, and Eli Wipe My Butt, Tony's team. Maybe if Eli gets a big win here, Tony will be forced to change his name. Next up, we also have Matt's Majestic Team, who is 1-0. Antonio Brown's looking to keep them undefeated this week, but he still has Dez Bryant in his lineup. He should probably get them switched soon, because Dez Bryant definitely went down with an injury last week. He is playing against Fuzzy Pickle, Kyle. He's hoping Beast Mode will help him secure his first win this week. Last game of the week, we have Eric up against Weasel, Caleb's notable team. Gosh, that's a fucked up name. Eric's hoping for a little bit more from Stevie Johnson than Vincent Jackson. As you can see, he dropped Vincent Jackson, Tampa Bay's number one wide receiver, for Stevie Johnson, so that'll be an interesting move moving forward. Weasel also made a lot of roster changes this week, so we'll see how that affects his team. Now we'll go out to the field to Eli for some more coverage.
Hi, how are we doing? Thanks, Trey. We're down here at the Chiefs tailgate for the Chiefs versus Broncos matchup tonight. So we got a couple of guys in our league, got some starting players tonight in this game. What you want to keep eyes on is that Kansas City Chiefs defense with yourself, have them starting with Eric Berryback, beat cancer. He's about to beat the crap out of some Broncos. So what else? We have C.J. Anderson, Broncos starting running back. Caleb Wessel's team, I don't even want to say their name because it's pretty much the dumbest name in our league, has them starting tonight. We also have myself starting Jeremy Macklin, who is coming off an injury from last week, but he's going to make a speedy comeback and show it on the field tonight. We also have Travis Kelsey, who's on Tony's team, which he could be one of the dumbest members in our league for not starting him last week, keeping him on the bench. I don't know what he's going to do with those points on the bench. Then we also have big hitter Jamal Charles for Eric's team, who also made the smart decision to not start Peyton Manning against that Kansas City Chiefs secondary, and so we're going to see how that pans out for him. So, yeah, back to you, Trey.
Sounds like we got a lot to look forward to tonight. A lot of players playing, a lot of big point players playing. So let's just keep an eye on the football game tonight. I just want to wish everybody in the League of Gentlemen good luck. Most importantly, go Chiefs. You guys are all fucking pussies, and I'm going to win the fucking league, faggots. I'm out.